What's going on, everyone? It's man_JJ7 on Twitch, and this is my other heal build video. I can't take full credit for this. Cheeky gets the credit for this. He showed me the build, I edited it around my own playstyle. But it is a very, very good build. So, let's start off with attributes as ever. With this build we got a 360 focus, 150 con with food. We want to go 150 con for that minus 10% crit damage, and the focus we have pretty high because of healing. Weapon mastery wise, this is what abilities we're using right now in the live staff for this build. We're using Splash of Light with this build, and we're using Divine's Embrace. Divine's Embrace part of this build is actually insane and stupid the way we've got it built. And of course I use a rapier in this build for defensive purposes. You can also use a Void Gauntlet, but I use a rapier because I want to survive and keep my team alive the best I can, so why not use the best defensive weapon on the game in the rapier because it's broken. Right, onto the gear. So we have Sagacious Hat, Refreshing, Elemental Aversion, we want both of those in the build. Fortifying Sacred Ground, use it, might as well have the perk. We'll use the Darix, which you can get from the PvP tracker, Shuriken Heals, Refreshing Resilient, mainly because of Refreshing Resilient is why we're using it. Freedom Resilient. Obviously, we want Freedom, at least 2 in the build, and Resilient. Freedom again, Physical Aversion, Refreshing, so we've got 1 of each at least. Physical Aversion, Elemental, and 2 Freedom. Very nice. And Purity of Light even. Now this is part of the skill that literally hits anyone in your group that are 100 meters away. And if you remove a debuff off them, you heal for 48% more, so it becomes a burst heal essentially. It hits for 108% without other healing buffs added as well. There's a 100 meter burst heal essentially. Purify health, that's mainly what we're going for on the amulet. Thrust damage, Heart is Sacred. We use thrust damage because we have a rapier, so we can do a bit of damage here and there, but Heart is Sacred. And Refreshing does regenerate, of course, goes without saying. Plenty of refreshing in the build, and you'll see why soon. Again, rapier, the same rapier I use all of my healer builds. Rogue, Sundering Riposte, can do a bit of damage, Sundering Riposte to Rend for your team. And the Glowing Live Crystal Staff with Blessed, Refreshing Move, and Divine's Embrace. Use the Divine Embrace on a target below 50% health, reduces the cooldown by 69%, and gain 5.8% of your max mana. Now pair that with all the refreshing I've got, it becomes an instant. If I heal someone below half health, an instant cooldown, chat. By the time I finish using it, it's ready again. So let me show you what I mean by that. On top of that, we're using the usual pots, regen food, and roasted rabbit as ever to get the con. That's what we're using. So let me just equip a Void Gauntlet real quick and show you what I mean. So I'll get my health real low. And then I'll re-equip my rapier, so we get the focus up. It's not going to let me. We don't need it anyway. 1 Divine Embrace. Look in the bottom right corner of the screen. Are we ready? And it's ready again. So if we're below half HP, I'll show you one more time. This is a strength Void Gauntlet, by the way, that I use for dungeons. It's not got focus on it. And I'm not buffing my heals at all. This is just a standard heal. Bottom right corner. It's ready. Very, very broken. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this other healer build. Yeah, tell me what you think in stream, of course. And enjoy the rest of your night. Peace!